All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the second game of the day. We've got the Western Washington Vikings taking on the Sacramento State Hornets. It's going to be a great matchup, and we're going to run through the rosters real quick for both teams. Starting with the Sacramento State Hornets. We're at number 1, Damian Haro. Number 2, the hooker, Alejandro Fisher. Number 3, the tight head prop, Carlos Lopez. Number 4, Miles Brown. Number 5, Chris Denning. Number 6, the flanker, Malachi Coughlin. Number 7, the flanker, Marcos Romero. The 8-man today is Chris Torres. The scrum half will be Hector Smiley. Fly half, Kellen Fish. The winger, number 11, Aiden Mark. The inside center, number 12, George Fountain. The outside center, number 13, Odin Moody. And the other wing is going to be number 14, Amir Frazier. And coming in at 15, the fullback. God damn it. Pardon me. Where number 18 is John Tran. Number 19, Andrel Cooper. Number 20, Austin Malinowski. Number 23, Davin Williams. Number 21, Demarier McKenzie. Number 25, Samar Notra. And number 26, Nico Ibarra. Then for Western Washington University, we've got Jacob Albert Solomon, Elijah Ashman, Raven Borsey, Simon Dodd, Charlie Funk, Ethan Grassley, Justin Hagenmeyer, Hayden Hester, Jacob Kiesler, Oliver Keller, Ben Kubicki, Charles Lind, Sean Lyons, Desmond Mayava, Isaiah Mass, Nathan Mathis, Cosmo Miller, Charlie Moore, Terrell Nelson, Kyle Peter, Max Stone, Brom Van Warden, and the captain, wearing number 2 today, Noah Weiss. We've got a great game in store for you today. The Sacramento State Hornets have already taken the field here. They're out here getting ready to go. Western Washington Vikings seem to be still in the dugout here. Pardon me, still in the locker room, getting ready to come out here to the main stage for the big game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live in beautiful Bellingham, Washington, as we are set to kick off here the second game of the day, the Western Washington University Vikings versus the Sacramento State Hornets. Sacramento will kick first off to the Vikings. Ryan Curtis will be our ref for today. Sacramento finding a little bit of green there, taken nicely by number 14, Raven Borsey, who's taken a few defenders to take him down. Great take there by Western. Max Stone looks to deliver the ball out to the captain, number 2, Noah Weiss. Good take here. Ball spills out. Stone not quite ready for it, but collected nicely by Hayden Hester. Ball comes out to Maivea, and a good step by Nathan Mathis there, directly into contact. Western playing a dangerous game here in their own 22. Stone sees it, kicks the ball out to touch here, and it'll be the Hornets line out here. The hooker, number 2, Alejandro Fisher, will be putting the ball in here for the Hornets. Hornets go with a 4-man line out here. Lift to the front, throw to the front. Ball's taken nicely, dished out to the line, and here it comes. Pardon me, that was not Alejandro Fisher that put the ball in. Alejandro Fisher just had to take there. Advantage is granted to Sacramento for the high tackle. Good take there by the inside center, number 12, George Fountain. Missed tackle by Western there. Ball is knocked on by number 2, Alejandro Fisher, but Ryan Curtis is signaling a high tackle on Western. And it'll be a free kick here for Sacramento in Western's territory here. So let's see what Sacramento State can do here. Goes with the quick tap here to the prop, number 3, that is Carlos Lopez. The ball is stolen by Western Washington. They retain the possession, setting up a platform here to hopefully exit. Ball is taken by number 3, Hayden Hester. Box kick doesn't go far for Western, but the Hornets are met quickly by a strong Western defensive line. 9 takes the ball, sees some space, is met by number 13, Kyle Peters. Good offload to number 1, Damian Haro by Sacramento. Scrum half, Hector Smiley dishes the ball out to his fly half, Kellen Fish, who finds the inside center, George Fountain, who is drove back a few meters. Dishes it out to Smiley again. Smiley is tackled. Ball is picked. There's a whole lot of stuff going around there in the ruck here. Can't quite see, but long and the short of it is that Sacramento maintains possession, but then quickly knocks the ball on. And we're going to go back to the first knock on here by Western. So it'll be Sacramento's ball here still. Little bit lighter of forward packs here than what we saw in the first game, but stout nonetheless. Cadence from the center. Good engagement. Sacramento 8-man picks it out. Good take. But a great tackle by number 12, Nathan Mathis. Brom Van Worden with the steal there for Western. Maivea sees a little hole, darts through, gets some ground. Good clean out by number 13, Kyle Peters. Pardon me, Kyle Peter. Western continues to pick here as the scrum half box kicks go straight out to the fly half, who is able to kick the ball back away. And a great tackle by both the winger and the outside center, Kyle Peters. Raven Borsi with the ball in some space. Dangerous, that one. Charlie Funk, another good take. The little man is hard to take down, but finally beats the ground with the Western players there in support. Stone dishes it out to Solomon. Solomon, good take there. Stone finds Maivea, who cuts back inside to meet the gain line. Stone dishes the ball out to Peter. Peter, met quickly by the Hornet defense. Stone sees a little bit of space. Little box over the top. Hornets under pressure here. Can't quite find touch, but Charlie Funk loses his feet, able to gather back here, get the ball. And Ryan Curtis is going to blow this one up because Sacramento State player did not return back to onside, then come forward. So it's going to be Western's kick here. You hope to see Western kind of slow it down, take a deep breath here, come back to their structure, and likewise to Sacramento. Stone able to find touch here at about the 10. It'll be Western's put in. It'll be Western's first line of the day. Noah Weiss will be putting it in here for Western. Western with the 6-man. Scratch that 7-man as Maivea enters. Lift to the middle here. Ball is bouncing around back there. Finally taken by Nathan Mathis. Nathan Mathis wrapped up nicely by number 2, Alejandro Fish. Number 7, Marcos Romero. Good take there by the senior Isaiah Mass. Stone finds Noah Weiss out there. Good little run there for Noah. Peter goes quick. Ryan Curtis blows that up. Western Washington player was offsides before the kick. So that'll be Sacramento's quick tap. And Sacramento knocks the ball on there. So it'll come back to Western's possession. Both these teams trying to move a little bit too quick than what they're capable of. So we'll see if this scrum is able to slow things down. Max Stone with the put in. Cadence from the serve. They engage, ball's put in, comes out the back. Stone takes it, comes out to the fly half, Oliver. Good run here by Peter. Ball is knocked backwards, back to Keller. Keller just kicks the ball away, straight into the middle of the field. After a whole lot of things happening, Ryan Curtis blows the whistle. Says the ball was knocked on by Green. It's going to be Western scrum. But it looks like the AR corrects him that Western had knocked on the ball first and then the Hornets. So it'll be the Hornets put in here The number 9, that's Hector Smiley, who looks to be rocking the basketball shorts. Smiley puts it in, comes out the back. Fly half takes it, shoots it out the back to the 15, who's dancing around, who is met by Keller. Hornets are met well by the Western defense. Good take there by Carlos Lopez, the tight head. Here comes the fly half. A little show and go. Kellen Fish, a little fancy footwork there. There goes Smiley out to that tight head, Carlos Lopez. Smiley brings the ball back out. Good pressure by Western. Ball retained by the Hornets, though. Hornets can't get much going here. Looks like it's stolen by Western, but then lost again by Western, and the Hornets maintain the ball. Good little take here by the Hornets. Smiley dishes it out to number 4. That's Miles Brown. Miles Brown able to find his way across the gain line here. Western 8, Maivea signaling to his teammates to come left. Hornets take the ball quick. That's the big man, number 4, Miles Brown. Brown picks up a few meters here. Number 5, Chris Denning. Looks to find some space there in the middle of the field. Can't quite find any. Both teams seem to be quite condensed here in the middle of the field. Not a lot of work on the fringes, but still early on in the game. Penalty is awarded to Western for Sacramento having their hands in the ruck. Looks like Hester is going to pick. Picks right. Ruck's form. Stone gets back up to his feet. Looking to dig the ball out. Kick by Keller and quite the boot. 15 takes it. Good tackle by Elijah Ashman from Seattle. Number 6 takes it, dishes it to number 12, George Fountain. Fountain finds the speedy outside center, number 13, Odin Moody, who promptly knocks the ball on. And you guessed it, it's another scrum. So quite a bit of broken play so far off the start. We're about 13 minutes in. Both teams struggling to find kind of a string of phases here, but you know, it's early on. I'm sure there's some pre-game jitters that they got to work out. But as this game progresses, you hope to see the level of play increase, the speed of play increase, and the overall quality of rugby increase. Ball put in by Stone comes straight back out, so it's still going to be Western's put in here. Ryan Curtis, the sir, giving some instruction to the Hornet pack there. Sun's out here in Bellingham. It's a warm 52 degrees here. Scrum engages. Stone out the back. Straight to Keller. Keller finds Mathis in the back. Mathis pulls it out to Raven. Raven tries to dish it back inside to Funk. Funk knocks the ball on forward. And we'll have ourselves another scrum for today. And it looks like there might be a substitution here for Sacramento. Sacramento player number 13, Odin Moody, the outside center, holding his wrist. And the ref has signaled for time off as the trainers here take a look over here at the outside center, Odin Moody. It's always hard to see these guys go down this early on in the game, especially this late in the season when they've worked so hard to get where they're at right now, and to have an injury take them away from this right at this moment is heartbreaking. So we wish our good friend there, the outside center, Odin Moody, for Sacramento State the best. Hopefully it's just a bump and a bruise, but we hope that he's able to heal quickly, recover quickly, and still have more rugby to play here in the near future. So, quick water break for everyone out there. Looks like number 19 for Sacramento State, that's Andrell Cooper, will come on for the injured Odin Moody. Fans here cheering off the injured Moody. And shortly here, we'll resume back to play for a Sacramento State scrum. Ryan's bringing the whole pack over a few meters there to the left, and is signaling to put the time back on. So we'll start our clock too. Mark is set here. Front row gets ready. Cadence from the serve. Both teams engaged. Sacramento's put in. Good little push here from Western. And the ball kind of shoots all the way through. Curtis picks it up. It looks like we're going to try this one again. Looks like the hooker there for Sacramento just missed the hook and the ball just shot all the way through. So we'll try two. See if we can get a clean ball this time. Cadence from the serve. Teams engaged. Put in by the Hornets. Taken by the 8-man. Nice little swim move by the 8-man Chris Torres, but met by the Western 8-man Desmond Baea. Sloppy ball cleaned up by the fly half, Kellen Fish. Some sloppy play here right now. And Western takes advantage of it and gets the penalty against Sacramento for not releasing. Stone is going to signal for points here and go to the posts. Kyle Peter giving instruction to the rest of the team to, hey, pay attention. If that ball goes off the post, it's live. We got to be there. So rest of Western team turns in attention as Stone gets ready for the penalty kick here. Stone classically wipes the mullet, wipes the sweat, looks down, looks up, wipes the mullet, wipes the sweat, kicks back, approaches, and a solid strike headed towards the post. And that goes right through. We've got our first 3 points of the day. That penalty kick was good by the freshman out of White Rock, Canada, Max Stone.
My bad.
So the score now is 3-0. Western on top against the Sacramento State Hornets. Hornets looking to get some points of their own on the board right here as number 10, Kellen Fish, looks to kick the ball away. Fish goes deep. Stone with the retrieval, looks to kick the ball away. And he does. Finds a soft spot in the Sacramento State defense here. Sacramento slow to get the ball. Eventually does. Little dancing by the fullback, number 15. That was Mason LaFound. Ball taken by Charlie Funk, who runs right into a gang of Sacramento State tacklers. But ball is retained by Western Washington. Max Stone dishes it out to the 8-man, Mayavea. Desmond, I apologize. I feel like I've been pronouncing your last name differently every time. Mavea is how it's pronounced. That ball was knocked on there by number 3. That was Ben Kubicki. And that will be Sacramento's scrum. Time's going to go off again here for another downed Sacramento player. Unfortunately, that looks like to be the number 9, Hector Smiley, the scrum half. And 2 early on injuries. Big injuries here for Sacramento. Smiley getting helped off the field, not putting any weight on that ankle here. Never a good sign. As a survivor of numerous ankle injuries and sprains, they're not good, not feel good. So, Hector, I hope you get well soon, buddy. And maybe ask one of your buddies for a pair of rugby shorts next time you come out to the pitch. Looks a lot better. Just giving you a hard time. All right, we're getting back into play here as Ryan Curtis blows his whistle. It's going to be the Hornets put in with the new fly half. I didn't quite catch who that was that came in, but I will update you as soon as I find out. Cadence from the sir. Teams engage. And a slow put in that gets put in and comes back. The ball said, here you go, try again. Number 6, that's the flanker, Malachi Coughlin. A good take here by Hornet. The Hornets number 14, Amir Frazier. Amir Frazier unfortunately offloads the ball straight to a Western defender. And a good run here by Desmond. Sonoman with another thunderous run. Finds the ground. Stone looking for a quick ball here. Kicks it over the top to nobody, but he was playing advantage here. So it's going to be Western's kick here. And let's see if they go for points again. They were in a similar spot here just a few moments ago when we saw Stone slot it right through the uprights. So we'll see if they go for the same here or if they want a little bit more than 3 points. So we'll see. So Stone has elected to go to the posts, and we'll see if he can go 2 for 2 today on his penalty kicks. Rugby culture, it's always kind of the rule that for both teams, whether home or away, when they're setting up the kick here, the crowd finds a hush, holds on to that thought, and lets the kicker focus as Stone brushes his hair, wipes off the sweat, sits back, wiping the chest, hands up, wiping the chest again to the mullet, back to the chest. A lot of movement here from Stone. Hush over the crowd, kicks back, steps forward, strikes right through the ball, and again, this time isn't able to find the uprights. Ball is taken by the Hornets. Western blown up for not releasing the tackler. Lucky break there for the Hornets. Hornets look to find touch, and they will. A great kick by the fly half there, Kellen Fish. So it'll be the Hornets line out here. Still in their half a play. Hornets with the 4-man line out. Fake to the front. Go to the middle. Western goes up a little bit early here. Ball taken nicely by number 2, who cuts right back into the fringe of the field. That's Alejandro Fisher. Hornets look to find the ball here, and unfortunately get penalized for not releasing. That's a good steal there by the Vikings. I believe that was number 1, Hayden Hester, with the steal. Stone kicks to find touch and doesn't quite find it. Taken by the fly half, who kicks the ball not too far. Retrieved nicely by number 10, Oliver Keller. Keller runs into a swarm of Hornet tacklers. Max looks for a quick ball, finds Desmond Maeva. I'm struggling with your name today, Desmond, who takes it nicely. Hornets blow up the ruck, and unfortunately aren't able to stay on their feet, and Stone just chirps through and is not able to find the try zone. A great little effort there by Max Stone. Great heads-up play. And it looks like Western is going to take the scrum here, condense the Hornets forwards, and spin the ball out wide to their lethal backs. Put in by Western, taken by Ava, who brings it over the try line. But Ryan Curtis blows it up again for an offsides against Sacramento. Looks like Maeva was held up there. Curtis having a little chat here, saying, hey, there's an offsides line. You guys have to be behind it. I'm going to blow you up. So Western, again, is going to elect to scrum here, condense the Hornet forwards, and hopefully get it out here to their backs. Hornets are all set up here to defend, dominating their men. Ball gets put in. Picked to the left by Maeva. Maeva met by a gang of Hornet tacklers. Stone looks to dig the ball out. Dishes it over to Weiss. Weiss stumbling towards the try line. Doesn't quite get in. Hester knocks the ball forward. Unfortunate for the Vikings there. And the Hornets pick it up and are trying to take advantage of the miscue by the Western Washington Vikings. Hornets dish it off wide to their winger there, number 14. That's Amir Frazier. Ball is stolen by Kyle Peter, who then I guess doesn't knock it on. It looks like the Hornets knocked it on first, and then Peter knocked the ball on. So it's going to be a Western put-in. And it looks like there's a substitution here for Western. Cosmo Miller stepping out, and the new kid on the block, that's number 17. That's Justin Hagenmeyer from Seattle, Washington. Justin Hagenmeyer, big fella, weighing in at a whopping 230 pounds, standing at 6 feet 5 inches tall. Seems to be the tallest fella on the team, so let's see if his strength and height and weight can add a little bit of power to that scrum here. Good push here by Western. Stone dishes the ball out to Keller. Keller finds Mathis. Mathis switches with Peter. Peter, fancy little footwork here. Still on his feet. A tough man to bring down. Still going. Finally reaches the ground with support there. Western right there by the post. Stone trying to do it at all himself is met by some tacklers. Ball gets slowed down here. Kubicki with another take. Western really trying to pound that ball in there through the gaps right by the ruck. Sonneman takes the ball a little bit wider. Western there to support. Stone with the ball. Dishes it out to Peter. Peter takes another few tacklers and crosses over the gain line for the first try of the day for the Western Washington Vikings. That was number 13, Kyle Peter out of Puyallup, Washington. Kyle Peter, third year here in college, a junior, standing in at 5'8", weighing in at 205 pounds. Stout fella, hard to bring down, and that showed as he was able to cross the try line there for Western's first try of the day. So it seems to be, in this first about 30 minutes of play, we've already seen quite a few substitutions, few injuries. So guys who typically probably aren't seeing the field too often are here early on in the game, getting their opportunity to shine. And we'll watch here as Stone sizes up his conversion here, trying to make the score 10-0 for Western. Stone sizes up the ball, wipes the chest, wipes the mullet, wipes the chest, kicks back, approaches nicely, and hits it. And it scoots right through there, through the uprights for Stone's first conversion on the day. Stone is 1 for 1 with the conversions, 1 for 2 with the penalty kicks. And that puts Western on top 10-0 against the Sacramento State Hornets. Hornets looking for possession here and to string a couple of phases together so they can put some of their own points on the board. Signal from the Sir Ryan Curtis that there's 11 minutes to play in this first half. Seems to be going by quite quick. And the number 10 for the Hornets kicks the ball to Kyle Peter, taken nicely. Peter met by a good group of Sacramento tacklers. Kubicki with a nice carry, breaks the gain line. Stone picks the ball out, brings it way back to the fly half Keller, who kicks the ball to the 15, who seems to have lost it, and it's retrieved by the flanker, Isaiah Mass, who offloads it to Raven Borsey, who isn't quite able to hang on to it. Great little play there. Not quite executed, but you can really see the talent of this Western Washington team start to shine through there with that sort of play. So it's going to be the Hornets put in here. Signal from the Sir. Teams engage. Scrum half puts it in. Ball squirts out the back. Mass there quick with the tackle. Ball brought out to the winger. Get over, Des. Hornets look to get the ball wide. The number 12 with a few nice moves there to get the ball well past the gain line. Number 12, that's George Fountain. After all that little razzle-dazzle over there, Ryan Curtis is going to blow the whistle for an offsides penalty against Western. Western's going to go back 10 as it is the Hornets kick here, and number 10, Kellen Fish, is going to kick the ball away. Fish is able to find touch here, and it's going to be the Hornets line out here. Just waving over here to my little fan crew, so, you have to live with them too. And my roommates. So good crowd here over at Western. Who wouldn't want to be out here? A beautiful sunny day, a little rugby. It's a great atmosphere. Hornets looking to maintain possession here, as it looks like the man, the myth, the legend, Gil James, throws the ball over to the Hornets lineout thrower as they get set here. And hopefully set up a nice string of phases here and get the ball in that try zone. Ryan Curtis blows that one up. Number 7, Marcos Romero, was not able to throw that ball straight. So the ball is going to go back to the mark, and it's going to be Western's put in here. Pardon me, Western's line out. The captain, Noah Weiss, will be throwing it in. Western goes to the front, lifts to the front. Ball is won by Western. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it will work. Stone dishes out to Keller. Keller finds Maivea, who darts back inside and sheds one tackler, says, "Get off me," and goes a couple more meters. Stone sees some green. That was Ashman, Elijah Ashman with the chase there. Wasn't quite able to hang on to it, knocked it on. But Ryan Curtis was playing advantage there for the Vikings. So ball will come back to Stone here, and it'll be their kick here. Let's see what the Vikings decide to do here. Look like Stone's going to kick the touch. Good kick by Stone. Finding touch right past the half there. And it'll be Western's line out. As we get deeper and deeper into this game, if you couldn't tell already, I'm one of the coaches here for Western. So if my commentary seems a little biased, there's a great function there on YouTube. It's called the mute button. So at any time, feel free to mute me. As Western gets the ball wide out to Borsey. Borsey cuts back inside, trying to find his support. Tough one to bring down Borsey. Finally goes down, presents the ball to Stone. Stone quickly gets it out to Mass, the flanker. Mass with a great take there. Maivea, great take. That 8-man, strong, sturdy. Stone dishes it way outside to Weiss. Weiss takes it, sees a little hole to dart through. Ball squirts out. Stone sees it. That's okay. Ball's collected by Hester. Good heads-up play there by the Vikings. Stone gets it out wide to Solomon. Solomon brings it back in to the rookie, Justin Hagenmeyer. Good contest there by the Hornets. But Ryan Curtis here is playing advantage. Let's see if Western does anything with it. Western putting a little chip over the top. There might be some space here. And the Hornets are able to hold on to that one. So Ryan Curtis is going to bring it back here to the mark where he saw Sacramento State Hornets player dive over that wreck. You got to make sure when you are coming into that wreck that you stay on your feet. Can't dive over. As much as you want to get that ball, stay on your feet. So Western is going to elect to scrum here. Keller directs his backs over to the right. Omaha call from the scrum half Stone. Let's see what Omaha is. Reminds me of the great NFL quarterback, Peyton Manning. Maivea picks left. And Borsey Borsey is brought out after a great little string of plays there by the Vikings and great defense there by the Hornets, able to take the attacking Western Washington offense out of bounds and get possession of that ball. So it's going to be the Hornets line out here as number 7. That is Marcos Romero's. Pardon me, Marcos Romero puts the ball in. Sacramento with the ball here. Good little run there from their forwards. Sacramento needs to get the ball out, and they do. Ball finds the ground, but collected by Charlie Funk. Charlie Funk with a nice little step is met by some Sacramento tacklers. Mass with the quick take there. Finds some support as Stone digs the ball out. Stone looks left, goes left. Weiss with the carry. Weiss able to get to the gain line. Stone finds Kubicki. Kubicki, big load to bring down. Able to get to the gain line as well. A little back and forth here for Western. Looks like Ryan Curtis there, pardon me, was playing advantage for something. But Western's still maintaining possession. Hester with a good carry there. Ball dished out to Mathis. Mathis sheds one defender, sheds another. Finally brought down past the gain line. Stone sees some space, takes it, and is able to get over the try line and score Western's second try of the day right underneath the post. Not the cleanest phases of rugby from Western, but ultimately it led to some points, so you can't complain too much. Sacramento there was trying to hang on desperately and keep those Western Washington Vikings out of the try zone, but they weren't quite able to, resulting in another Western Washington Vikings try. So Stone will set up right here, right in front of the posts as he attempts conversion number 2 on the day. Short kick for Stone. Takes a quick breath here. Well-deserved quick breath for Stone. Looks over to the sir. Probably discussing time here as we are approaching the 40th minute here. Very close to the half. Stone's able to slot it right through. And it looks like we'll have time for at least one more play here. With that conversion, that brings Western's score up to 17 to Sacramento State's 0. Sacramento State needs to dig deep here. Find that fire within them and try to get on the board here in this first half and go into this half with a momentum change because it seems to be a very dominated Western Washington University half. So Kellen Fish sets to kick it up, and a great kick from Kellen, which is taken nicely by number 14, the winger, Amir Frazier. Quick ball from Sacramento, just right outside, and it looks like Sacramento has lost the ball after all that work by Amir. And Stone kicks the ball away. And it looks like there's a little bit of chatter there from Western and Sacramento. So Hopefully these boys can kind of clean it up. And it looks like, we've got a very bloodied Western Washington University player. That looks to be number 10, Oliver Keller, holding his head with a considerable amount of blood coming out of him. So, Oliver, we hope you're okay down there, buddy. And we'll see if he's able to get wrapped up and continue to play. But we might see another substitute to start this next half. So the ref blew the whistle. That's going to be the half here in Bellingham. Western is on top, 17-0 against the Sacramento State Hornets. Quite the odd ending there to the first half. But needless to say, an exciting first half. We hope to see a little bit cleaner play, longer strings of plays, longer phases here as we come into this second half. And we hope to see an injury-free second half. We've had quite a number of injuries here, so hopefully the boys out there stay disciplined with their tackling technique, and there's good, clean play that keeps everyone safe out there. So we're going to take a break real quick right here. We've got 10 minutes until we start the first half, and we will be back with you in 10 minutes. We're jumping in back a little early with some second half rugby here in Bellingham. Western Washington Vikings are set to kick off to the Sacramento State Hornets. Notable substitution change here for the Vikings. Looks like Jacob Kiesler, the young stud at a little island, Bainbridge Island, will be replacing the injured Oliver Kelleher. So we'll see how that shakes up the back line here. Hopefully not too much of a change here. Ryan Curtis quickly checking in with some Sacramento State players as he checks in with the captains. Checks in with Stone. Sets his watch, blows his whistle, and we are off. Stone kicks the ball deep out to the fly half. That is Kellen Fish, who darts right through that Western defense. Great double tackle there by Western. Ball comes out quick, though, for the Hornets and kicked deep to Stone. Stone finds Charlie Funk. Funk sees a little bit of green and is going to take advantage of it and runs through a couple of Hornet tacklers and seems to pick up an advantage for a high tackle here. Stone digging that ball out. Finds a little bit of green. Ball knocked backwards. Still playing advantage here. Peter with the ball gives it to Ashman. Elijah with a good little carry there. Stone dishes it out to Maivea. Maivea finds a hole. He's slipping through, and he's going all the way to the try zone for an early try there for the Western Washington Vikings. That was a great little dart there by the 8-man. Just found a gap and went with it. Great take there and great awareness by Western of seeing that Ryan Curtis had signaled for advantage. Stone saw it, kicked it out wide to Elijah Ashman, who had a hard time collecting the ball, but Nathan Mathis was there to clean it up for him. Little give and go there for those two boys.
Good take, Des.
And then Desmond Maivea able to clean it up and take that ball right into the try zone and add another 5 points. Extend that Western Washington lead here. Stone sits back here, getting ready for the conversion. Goes through his routine, wiping the sweat off the chest, wiping the bullet, back to the chest, back to the chest. Kicks back, comes forward, strikes right through the ball. Flags go up, must mean it's good. Stone is 3 for 3 on the day. 3 for 3 on the day.
Only scored 2 tries.
14.
1 for 2.
No, we've scored. I believe we scored 3 tries because we've have 3 tries with 3 conversions. That's 21. With a penalty kick would be 24. Quick math for you all at home. So 3 tries on the day for Western. 3 conversions for Stone with 1 successful penalty kick. Hornets kick it away to Kyle Peter. Peter with a good take there, tackling a swarm of Hornets to take him down. Good take there by the rumbling, bumbling Hayden Hester. Stone digs the ball out. Finds Nathan Mathis, who seems to be taking over duties at fly half. Mathis kicks the ball deep, collected eventually by the fullback, who seems to kick the ball straight out, and he was beyond the 22. It looked like maybe he was still back there. Couldn't quite tell, but long of the short of it is Western's going to keep the ball. It's going to be their put in here at about the halfway line. And Noah Weiss is going to look to throw it in here and hopefully string something together right here. Ball goes over the top. Maivea gathers. Stone digs in the ruck, finds the ball, gives it out to Peter. Peter with another strong run, supported by Mathis and company. Stone pulls the ball out, drops it, continues to dish out a little goose, finds Charlie Funk, who then knocks the ball on. Little flashiness there from Western. Ultimately leading into a knock-on, and it's going to be the Hornets scrum here. Haven't seen much possession so far from the Hornets. We're only 5 minutes in, so let's see what they have in store for us this second half. As number 6, Malachi Coughlin, the flanker, looks to put the ball in, substituting for the injured Hector Smiley. Ball is won by Western, who dishes it out. Nathan Mathis dishes it out to the number 16, Jacob Kiesler, out of the little town, Bainbridge Island, with his first try of the day. Great steal there by the Western Washington scrum. Delivered out nicely by Max Stone. Great skip pass from Nathan Mathis, finding the elusive Jacob Kiesler, who was able to put that ball right down there in the try zone. Great little play of rugby right there. Stone gets set up here for his 4th conversion attempt on the day. Goes through his routine. Wipes the mullet, wipes the chest, kicks back, looks at the ball, strikes through. Right through the uprights once again. Stone, perfect with all of his conversions so far today. And you can't help but credit it to that routine that he has. Wow. Now, most people were saying, I chatted a little bit with the players over there at Western, and most people were saying, a few of his roommates were saying, Stone actually every morning wakes up, practices that routine, that same exact routine that we're seeing here live on YouTube, in the mirror every morning. Hornets set to kick the ball away. Number 10, that's Kellen Fish. Kicks it deep to Stone. Stone collects the ball, looks to pin the Hornets back even farther deep, and finds touch there. So it's going to be the Hornets put in here at about the halfway line. Ryan Curtis directs some traffic here. Says, hey, boys, here's the spot. As the forwards get set here for a Hornets lineout. Hornets enter with a 4-man lineout, it looks like. They fake to go middle, and they actually do go middle, and collected by the Hornets. Hornets dish it out to their fly half. Fly half dishes it out to the center. Center's a nice little looping play. Great take there by the fullback. That's number 15. That's Mason LaFawn. Good little couple of phases here by the Hornets. Able to string something together. Hornets have a little bit of an overlap here if they're able to get the man out wide. A good little poke here. Borsey able to find some green. Borsey's off. Borsey trying to find some support. Finds some. That's Sonoman chuggling along with Isaiah Mass. Stone dishes it out to Mathis. Mathis, one fend to the ground, supported by a group of forwards. Stone dishes it out to Weiss. Weiss, met by the 8-man from Sacramento, falls forward. A good attempt here by Sacramento. Ooh, they do get the penalty there for not releasing. And that was number 4. That was Miles Brown, the lock. Miles Brown has been a real shining star for this Sacramento State offense and defense. Ball stolen by Western and then promptly knocked on again by Western, collected by Sacramento. Sacramento takes the ball on the contact. The stand-in scrum half dishes the ball out to the tight head, Carlos Lopez. Good take there by Miles Brown. The hooker finds some green. That's Alejandro Fisher. Scrum half digs in there, finds the ball, ditches it out. Good tackle there by Justin. And that was a beautiful string of plays there by the Sacramento State Hornets. Just keeping that ball alive. Having support runners off that ball carrier, able to get there and put the ball down in the try zone. Well, it looks like there might be some discussion going on. Oh, it quickly ends. I wasn't quite sure if there was maybe a discussion that he wasn't in, but it looks like he was. So we've got 2 subs coming in for Western Washington. Number 21, Caleb Lind, is entering, and number 20, Charlie Moore. Both the tight head and loose head, Ben Kubicki and Hayden Hester, will be exiting. That try was awarded to number 14. That's Amir Frazier. Amir has had one great game so far and hopes to continue that trend as the fly half, number 10, Kellen Fish, gets set here for the conversion. Fish takes off the scrum cap, gets set here, sinks back, looks at the ball, looks at the post, kicks back, and slots it right through for his first conversion of the day. That brings our score to the Vikings still on top, 31 to Sacramento State 7.
Western wins here. What do they do next? Championship will be tomorrow. Here. Okay, win that. Where do they? Arlington, Texas. Arlington, Texas. Yeah. Thanks. Yep.
So there was some discussion here in the crowd about what's next for the winner of this little champion playoff regional playoffs here, and the winner here, which will be determined tomorrow. Fresno State's already punched their ticket to the championship game for tomorrow, and the winner of these 2 games, the winner of this game will play against Fresno. Then the winner of that game will travel to Arlington, Texas, to play the winner of the East Coast tournament. So that's what's in store in the future. Good take here by Kyle Peter, who knocks the ball forward, collected by the Hornets. Hornets able to hold on to it. Good little offload there by number 4, Miles Brown. Hornets going quick, picking the ball. And Jacob Solomon looking to slow them down. Another pick right up the middle by the Hornets. Western looking to dedicate some more people to the ruck to try to get that ball back. Good dancing by number 2. That's the hooker, Alejandro Fisher.
Hey, good job, Jacob. Good job, Jacob.
So no advantage was gained there. Ryan Curtis was playing advantage there for offsides against Western. So it's going to be the Hornets kick here. So Kellen Fish is going to look to find touch and set his team up here for success. Fish finds touch. It's going to be the Hornets line out here at about the Western's 22-meter. So quickly here, the Hornets already and an opportunity here to attack. Ball is overthrown by the Hornets. Brought out to Caleb Lind, who dishes it to Maivea, to Kiesler. Kiesler shoots through, trying to find space like he did that first time. It's tackled by a group of Hornets. Stone collects the ball. Tries to box kick it. It's collected by Justin Hagenmeyer. Justin, I can never remember your last name. But Ryan Curtis, again, was playing an advantage. Offsides against the Hornets. And so it'll be Western's kick here as Stone looks to find touch. Stone kicks and finds touch there right about the 10-meter line. So it'll be Western's put in here. Looks like Western's going with a full line out here with all their forwards in the line out. A little bit of shuffling around going on. I could imagine it's due to the fact that there are quite a bit of subs in there. So everyone's just making sure they're in the right spot as Weiss gives the call. And jumpers go up, balls go in, and it's taken by, looks like Western keeps the ball. Stone dishes it out to Maivea. Maivea dishes it all the way out to Peter. Peter to Kiesler. Kiesler throws it to nobody. Collected by Eli Ashman. Ashman with a good little run there. Goes to the ground. Supported by a group of Western players. Stone finds it. Gives it off to Brom Van Worden, the local boy from Bellingham. Brom Van Worden going to school to study to become a teacher. Stone kicks the ball. Collected by Eli Ashman. Stone back in the ruck. Gives the ball over to Noah Weiss. Stone again trying to get the ball, but it's blown up by the Hornets. Hornets holding on to the ball here. Trying to get the ball out of their half. And that's going to be a penalty against Western. And a thunderous run from number 4. That was Miles Brown who kicked things off there. And there's a little bit of broken play happening here, which has kind of been the theme here today. Little show and go from the fly half. Sacramento's maintaining possession here and getting the ball here at a pretty good pace as they continue to work down the field. There seems to be a little bit of extracurriculars going on there on the far side of the field as Western looks to get this ball back. Ryan Curtis has seen enough. He's going to blow the whistle. It's going to be a knock-on from Western. So it'll be Sacramento's put in here after kind of a little hodgepodge of play there. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I knocked the ball on. You knocked the ball on. But here we are. Another scrum. Hornets put in. Score is still 31-7. Vikings on top. Number 6, the flanker, Malachi Coughlin, stepping in for Smiley, will put the ball in. Ball squirts out the back. Straight to the fly half. Fly half. Little switch to the center. That's George Fountain with a great run there and score. Hornets on the board again with a nice switch there off the set piece with an easy 5 points. Hornets seem to have silenced the Western Washington Vikings since the substitution change and are looking to cut into Western Washington's lead here. That was a great little play there off the scrum. Simple. Fly half, switches with the inside center. Inside center sees space, takes space. Resulting in a try for the Hornets. Fly half, Kellen Fish is going to get set here for the conversion. Rips off that scrum cap once again. Doesn't need it for kicking. Wind's picked up a little bit. Seems to be a northwesterly wind. So kind of not really to Kellen's advantage here, kind of blowing against him, but let's see if he can get it through. And he does. Kellen remains perfect on the day, 2 for 2 with his conversions as he throws the tee, throws up the shotgun to the sideline, and gets that scrum cap back on as the Hornets get set here to receive a kickoff from the Western Washington Vikings. Vikings need to work together, find their composure again, and play to their structure. As for the Hornets, keep on doing what they're doing. Dig in. Dig your heels in, and let's cut into this Western Washington lead. Stone getting set here to kick things off. Stone kicks deep to the winger, Amir Frazier, who has a good little take there, finds some space, and pops the ball off to the substitute scrum half, who then dishes it to number 5. That's Chris Denning. Good little use of hands there by the Sacramento Hornets, who are keeping that ball alive. And a cheeky little through the legs pass by the fly half, Kellen. Hornets maintain possession, and another thunderous run by Miles Brown there, towering over Western defenders. Ball looked to have gone a little bit forward, but ref lets it play there. Another good take by the Hornets. But Raven Borsi's seen enough and comes in with a great tackle there. Some great hits here. Really aggressive runs. Good pass there from the fly half. And a great tackle from Eli Ashman, number 14. Oh, ball was popped up and almost knocked on by the Hornets, but they're able to maintain possession. The Hornets are really trying to move quick here, tire out the Western offense.
Look wide.
Borsi able to steal the ball, comes up with it, still with it, offloads to Simon Dodd, who gets tackled promptly. Western trying to clean it up and is able to. There's a couple of players down on the field right now as Western tries to maintain possession. Looks like Curtis's hand is up for advantage, and he blows it up, signaling offsides against Sacramento as we have a few players down. It looks like we have number can't quite see the number there, but it looks to be Jacob Kiesler there.
Simon also made it in.
And it looks like it's that inside center. That's George Fountain back out there, who went down again, but he's back up on his feet. A lot of heart out of that kid, so happy to see that. And it looks like coming into the game is going to be number 22, Ethan Grassley for Jacob Kiesler. Also entering the game, who I did not announce, and you heard a little bit from earlier, was Simon Dodd. Simon Dodd is out of Renton, Washington. Simon is a junior in college, also studying to become a teacher, a physical education teacher. We've got a couple of fellas on the team here interested in becoming teachers. Nathan Mathis is another one studying physical education. And then also Brom Van Morden, who is getting his master's in education, or master's in teaching, pardon me. So put in for the Vikings, goes over the top, but it's collected by Nathan Mathis. Mathis goes to the ground, supported by Western. Western able to get that ball wide. Not able to get that ball wide, pardon me. And Stone takes it straight into contact. Maivea back in the contact.
Go clap.
Stone dishes the ball out left to Weiss. There's Charlie Moore with the ball. Good little run by the guy, but ball seems to squirt out and is collected by the Sacramento State Hornets. Hornets lucky to get that ball back, and they're getting that ball out of there as the fly half kicks it to touch.
Spin it.
So relieving some pressure there as the fly half quickly kicks that ball out, relieving that pressure from his defense. So great heads-up play there by Kellen Fish, giving his defense a little bit more room to work with, and who knows, maybe stealing this ball. So it's going to be Western's line out here as Noah Weiss gets set to put the ball in. Western jumps middle, throws middle. Ball's collected, but Ryan Curtis says that's not straight enough. So it is going to be the Hornets ball as they make a quick substitution. That's number 23 coming in. Davin Williams will be entering in for the Sacramento State Hornets. So with a quick substitution and not straight ball. Hold on here. Okay, we're not quite ready yet, says Ryan. A little bit of confusion here on the sideline as someone entered on. We didn't see another player come off. So we thought Sacramento State was trying to be sneaky and play with 16. This is a big no-no, but they are playing by the rules. So Sacramento State maintains possession here off the line out. And the ball is collected there by number 14. That's Amir Frazier. Vikings defense really trying to dig in here, try to get the ball back. There's the big fella. That's number 4, Miles Brown. Ball is quickly stolen by Desmond Maivea. Maivea quick to the ground. And the ball is knocked forward by the Hornets trying to steal that ball back. So it's going to be Western's scrum here right in front of the posts, about 10 or so meters out. And we have yet another player down for the Hornets. So it's been a tough match so far. Quite a few injuries. This late in the season, you know, you got guys trying to play through injuries in the big game and push through it when their body just can't handle it. So hopefully it's nothing major, just a little scratch or bump here or there. So we'll take time off here. We're looking at minute 71, give or take. So we've only got about 10 minutes left to play. And I just got word here that we've got two super fans here watching the stream from California, Maddie and Brian. watching from Pacifica, California. And you know what? We just want to give them a warm welcome to the stream. Maddie and Brian, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the game. So, Maddie and Brian, thank you. All right, it's going to be Western's put in here for Max Stone. Good push from the Hornets. Max Stone dishes it out to Nathan Mathis. Mathis puts the ball to his chest and runs forward. It's met by some Hornets. Stone dishes the ball out. Weiss out the back. Ooh, good movement from the Vikings. Eli Ashman sheds one tackler. Not able to shed another one. It looks like the Hornets dragged Eli Ashman out, even though he was on the ground. Technically, you have to release the tackler, or release the ball carrier, so I think it might be a penalty. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what Ryan Curtis has in store for us. So it looks like at some point Eli must have gone out. Eli Ashman must have gone out with the ball, and so it's going to be the Hornets line out here. Hard to tell here on that corner of the field. Don't have the best view of it all. But nonetheless, it'll be the Hornets put in as number 7, Marcos Romero throws the ball in. Another great line out there for Marcos. Good tackle there by Nathan Mathis. Here goes the fly half, looking to relieve some pressure. Doesn't get too much out of it. A few meters or so. That was Kellen Fish. You've been hearing a lot of him today. Able to get the ball just a little bit farther out. But the ball remains in Sacramento's half. So it's going to be Western's lineup here as Noah Weiss looks to put the ball into play for the Vikings. And we've got another substitution. The big fella, number 26. That's Nico Ibarra. Welcome to the game, Nico. Now, I got confused last game when Fresno State put in quite a load of a player in, and he actually inserted it in the back line. But needless to say, with this fella, looks like a forward. And, in fact, is a forward. So, line out for Western, collected, and they set up a nice drive here. Western is moving quickly, but gets blown up for an obstruction call. Not quite sure why that was called. It's hard to know what Ryan saw, but it must have been something that he didn't like there. So he's going to blow that one up, call for obstruction, and that is a kick for fly half Kellen Fish as he finds touch, and it's going to be Sacramento's put in. It's coming down to it. So this is do or die for Sacramento. They do need to get on the board again now if they want to stay in this game. And to do that, they're going to put in some more subs here. So number 21, that is Demarier McKenzie is entering the game. Demarier, a stout fella, looking to get the ball out to him so we can see what he's got. Ball was put in by the Hornets and maintained by the Hornets for a second, but it was quickly stolen by Jacob Albert Sonoman with a nice poach there. So Stone looks to slow things down. Fine touch. Hopefully set up another great driving maul that we just saw a few moments ago and see if Western can get a little insurance. Have that lead if you may. So let's see here. They're going with the full package, which they went with last time when they did the drive. And it looks like we're trying to get another substitution in here. Number 20 for Sacramento. That's Austin Malinowski. Is itching to get it in the game. Western goes to the back lifter and is able to get the ball out. And Nathan Mathis has a good take here and is able to find the try zone. That is a great effort there by the inside center. That's number 12. That's Nathan Mathis. Nathan Mathis, another one of those PE majors I was telling you about. all-around great guy. Works here on Western's campus at the rec center. Personal trainer. The teacher of the class Ab Lab seems to be a fan favorite here at Western. And Nathan just had a great play there to put 5 points on the board for Western. Nathan is coming out of Olympia, Washington. He played for club rugby there for a number of years and brought his talents here to Western and was able to show a little bit of what he's got. So Stone gets set up here for the conversion, going through his routine. Great kick from Stone, but now he's grabbing at his leg. Like I didn't quite see what happened. It looked like there was a great contest by Sacramento. I don't know if he bumped into him or what, but Stone looks to be all right. He's jogging off. And Stone's conversion was good, so that's going to bring Western's score up to 38 to Sacramento State's 14. Sacramento kicks it straight to Kyle Peter, who's got a full head of steam and is running straight into some Sacramento tacklers who made a great play there to slow him down. Western holds onto the ball. Stone looks to find some space, and it looks like he has found a little bit of space. Eli Ashman with a great play, putting some pressure under that Sacramento player. Sacramento getting the ball wide now. Good tackle by Raven Borsey. And it looks like Kyle Peter gets the ball back for Western. Sacramento penalized for not releasing the ball there. So great poach there. Seems to be a little bit of chatter there from Western's fullback, Charlie Funk. And it looks like, wow. Max Stone is looking to go for points here. Perhaps just eat some time from the clock as we start to roll in here to the 80th minute. Not an easy kick here. Couple meters past that 10, and the wind it's a northerly wind, so he'll be kicking into the wind. Stone's gonna have to get all this one if he wants to put those 3 points up on the board. So let's see what he's got. Western will get ready to chase here as Stone looks for a successful penalty kick here. So let's see. Good strike, but just not enough on it. Collected by Sacramento. Sacramento takes the ball, doesn't really know where to go with it, just goes right into contact. That was number 21, the substitution, Demaria McKenzie. The big fella got the ball there, Nico Ibarra. Good to see him moving with it. Ball spilled out, but Sacramento hanging on to it. Seems to be a penalty against Western for not being onside, for being offsides, and we've got to be close to the last play here. As the number 10, Kellen Fish, Kicks the ball to touch. Sacramento looking to get some more points on this board, cut into this Western lead as time is running out. Western's defensive line is looking ready for whatever Sacramento's going to bring to them. Sacramento sticks with their 4-man line out. They go straight up. Didn't look quite straight, and Ryan Curtis saw what I saw, so he's going to blow that up. Looks like Western is going to elect to scrum here whenever the ball's not straight. They have the option to either try for the lineout or they can take the scrum on that 15-meter there on the channel. So that's what Western's going to do here. It's going to be their ball as we approach the last minutes of this game. Sacramento State didn't quite realize that they had lost it, so now they're getting back ready to contest whatever Western has in store. And Western just goes straight back to the fly half. Nathan Mathis, and kicks the ball out for a great win for the Western Washington Vikings. So tomorrow is all set. We'll start off at 1 p.m. That's the consolation game. That'll be Sacramento State playing against the University of San Diego. And then the championship game playing at 3 o'clock here at beautiful Robert Harrington Field. Your Western Washington Vikings will take on the hard-hitting, the fast-paced Fresno State Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to our stream. If you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you come back tomorrow. Once again, I'm your host, Carter Daniels, wishing you a great rest of your evening.